Morning, everybody. Brad Johnson with Bottom Line Thursday.
Well said. Chris Beyer.
Chris Boland.
All right.
How are
Well,
you?
we're done with open enrollment
Yes.
for most, right?
Thank goodness.
Some don't always renew on a calendar year basis, but so I have some stats to share. Kind of interesting, and this probably won't surprise you too much. Boya did a study of people's open enrollment habits, and a couple interesting things. They found that they said 91% of Americans reported selecting the exact same health plan that they had the year before. So I always joke, objects at rest stay at rest. That was one of the stats.
That's not a joke. That's physics.
Yeah.
That is physics.
Yeah.
Wow.
There you go.
Adding a little bit of science to our world. They also found that roughly half of the people spend less than 20 minutes a year making their benefit decisions.
Yeah.
I get that.
Oh.
I guess if you're comfortable with what you got, you do that.
And if it's automated, as so many are doing that now, it's simple to just click, 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 and be done.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right. And then they found about 80%, though, promised to spend more time on the next open enrollment than they did at this one. I think it's that whole, my future Brad's going to be better than current Brad type of thing.
Yes.
I'm going to
that comes next year. That comes next year.
That's years away. But I don't know. I'll stop there and let you guys comment on those stats so we can chat about this a little bit.
Yeah, that's been me the last 4 years. I just stick with what I have. It's working. Why change it?
Yeah.
You know,
we had more clients in 1/1 renewals do passive enrollments this year than we have in prior. Probably since COVID, I should say that. Since 2020 open enrollment for 21, nobody did anything. But this year it was, unless you really want to change something, you don't have to go in and do anything, but here are the things you could consider changing. And there are many reasons for that. We saw simplicity. Nothing was changing. We're renewing the exact same plan. We're not changing anything at all. And why go through the process? We also had a couple of HR directors and benefit coordinators that had turned over, and so those companies were also scrambling a little bit too.
Yeah. It's interesting that you think about, so 90% pick the same plan, but we know just through the studies that Assured Partners has, only about half the companies even offer a choice of plans.
Yeah.
So right off the bat, if you want to continue coverage, guess what? I'll make the same selection plan one of one.
That is very true.
To do that again. So now I'm doing the same thing, but it really didn't have a choice. And I think, Byron, to your point, I just haven't seen a lot of major changes among employers, or if they do change both, if they do offer two plans, both tend to go up around the same amount. So their logic from the year before to now is, yes, about the same spread, feel about the same way I did before. I'm just going to select that. So.
I agree.
We had a couple of clients, and every year this has been the case, that they are trying to incentivize employees to move from one plan or the other. So they're trying to maybe make more expensive the traditional copay plan, less expensive or richer the high deductible health plan with an HSA contribution. But that has been very deliberate. That's been a company mindset for several years where they're trying to get the spread. But you're right. Every other employer is like, our plans are separate and they're going up a little bit. They're going up a little bit. And there's really not much that we're seeing. And I wonder if that's going to swing this year too. As we see costs continue to rise, there's going to have to be some change in plan structure or incentive.
Yep, total agreement. So we need to fast forward a year from now and see what the study is doing, and see if the 80% of people that committed to spending more time actually did.
Yes.
Maybe,
Chris Bowling, we're looking at you.
21 minutes versus 20 minutes or less. That's our metric. I'll bring the stopwatch to the employee meetings.
How fast can I get through this? But on a more serious note, I do want to ask why nobody told me it was Gray Shirt Thursday.
Well,
it's a new thing.
It's a new year, and it's a new theme here. Brad, did you send a memo? I forgot.
Nobody told me.
Yeah.
I got left out.
We're gonna mail you a shirt.
Appreciate it.
Oh,
good stuff, Brad. Thanks.
All right, guys. See you next week.
All right, man.
Bye-bye.
Bye.